Hey guys, this is Full Stuffing Incorporated, and today I wanted to give you guys my Shaddoll Fluffle list, or Barnyard, made popular by Sam Cox. Yes, finally, after about a year of saying, oh, I'm gonna give you my list. Yeah, I'm gonna give you my I mean, look at a good chunk of my videos in the past year, and you would automatically notice that I've said I'm gonna give a Fluffle list in most of those videos. I'm sorry, I'll take responsibility for it. I mean, I did say I was going to, but then my mind just would not go with it. It was just not happening for me. But since I got into the mindset and the new rules have taken effect, I have a lot more liberty in how I can build my lists, and a lot of the stuff in the deck can actually be played at full power since Patchwork is out. So, yeah, it's a really fun deck that you guys can try out for this new ruling. And besides, what better time to upload a deck profile list for people to play than in a time where one of the worst pandemics in recent memory is taking place and Yu-Gi-Oh! Events are being canceled? Yeah, I can't name it possibly a better time, right? So, yeah, without further ado, let's begin.
Yeah, this is my Barnyard list. But in case you guys don't remember much of the cards, my portions are 3 Fluffle Dogs, 2 Fluffle Bear, and 2 Fluffle Wings. The dog is self-explanatory, as it can, it's the Stratos of the deck, and it's fantastic for the deck, so why not run 3? 2 Bears, you could run 3, it doesn't matter really, just because, you want to see it more consistently, but depending on your portion of what's burial goods, you'd probably want to run 3 Bear, maybe. But that's up to personal preference, really. Then there's 2 wings. This is a barnyard list, so you want to make constructs as often as possible. But I already have a light target in Nibiru as well, in case if my opponent is lucky enough to just not have the Astro Deck monster. Even though it kinda goes against Shaddoll Fusion, but I felt like it was also necessary to have something like Nibiru so I can break boards more effectively. Plus, the Shaddoll engine already is supported quite well with Patchwork, so it's not that much of a concern. It's not that much of a clash, really. Just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. And for the rest of the Fluffles on the list, I have 1 cat, 1 penguin, and 1 sheep. 1 cat being the prime Earth target for this deck for El Shaddoll Shikanaga, since it is an Earth target and it can get a polymerization back regardless if it was used for a Fluffle monster or not. Well, Frightfur, really. And 1 penguin. I ran 2 in the list because Instant Fusion was at 3 at the time. Then with Instant Fusion, I can make Mud Dragon while using Cross Sheep, so I can bring back Fluffle Penguin when I use it for fusion material, so I can make Bahamut and it's totally awesome. But because since that's no longer an option, because Instant Fusion's at 1, then yeah, 1 penguin. It's incredibly good in the deck, but it's widely searchable. Plus, you can always bring it back with Cross Sheep anyway, so not really that much of a worry. And Fluffle Sheep serves as a searcher, so I can make that Cross Sheep off of just Fluffle Dog, which is it's a really good combo in the deck, and you should definitely try it out. So on the Edgent portions, I have 3 Edgent Chain rather, and 1 Edgent Sabers. You already know Edgent Sabers is widely searchable in the list, so why play any more than 1, right? And 3 Chain, for Patchwork obviously, is a fantastic card, and it's one of the best monsters to use for Frightfur Kraken, which is also a fantastic card. And now to the Shaddoll portion of the deck, I have 2 Shaddoll Beasts, 1 Shaddoll Dragon, 1 Shaddoll Hedgehog, and 1 Squamata. So the reason I don't run any of the other Shaddoll cards is that I feel it is absolutely not necessary for this list. Now, why do I say that? It's because Wendy, although gets another monster on the field, is also quite the brick to open in an opening hand, and so is Ariel. If you're fully dedicated to having the full Shaddoll play available to you, then by all means, please, do what makes you happy, I guess. But the current Shaddoll portion in this list is what, it's worked for me the best, personally. Yeah, it's more of a Fluffle list than anything else, but the Shaddoll portion in this deck is undeniably powerful, and it allows for so much more synergy than it would have like losing Brilliant Fusion sucks in this list, so I gotta do with Shadolls, and Shadolls are fantastic in this list, so it's not that much of a loss. Now for the last monster in this list, I have Nibiru the Primal Being. As I said before, it kind of clashes with Shadoll Fusion, but at the same time, both are meant to help go second, so whether if you're running Ash, whether if you're running Droll or Kaiju monsters, it doesn't really matter as long as you can actually break the field. And it's kind of dumped down the preference because I really have a hard time with spammy decks sometimes with this list, and sometimes I may just need something that could just wipe their board that Shaddoll Fusion can't. So yeah, it's not really like it's a fantastic card going second. So yeah, consider that. And on to the spells, I have two Called by the Grave, which is self-explanatory. It stops hand traps, it stops Droll, it stops Ash. It's great. The only thing it really doesn't stop is Nibiru, which is, I run through Nibiru in this deck for a reason. Now I have one Foolish Burial and two Foolish Burial good. You can run three of it, but I honestly don't see a reason to if you're going to draw multiples anyway. But it, I guess it really comes down to preference, really. Foolish Burial Goods is fantastic in this list. And now on to another card being Frightfur Factory and Frightfur Fusion, and three Frightfur Patchwork being my Edge and Chain targets. Like, you don't need any more than one Frightfur Fusion. Like, that's a fact. Like, if you really need to use two Frightfur Fusions, odds are you're already in a bad spot in the game anyway. Frightfur Factory being the extender that it is fantastic for the list at one, so yeah, always run one if you're running a Fluffle list at all. Like, really, unless you're using like a small fairy engine for like Cyber Angels or something. Now, three Frightfur Patchwork. Like, it's a fantastic card. You should always run it at three in any Fluffle list ever. Like, that is without question. It's a +1 that gets you more pluses with Edge and Chain or another monster in the field with Edge and Sabers, and it gets you a poly. Like, what's not to like about this? Plus, if you have that plus a Shaddoll, you can always make Winda on the first turn, which is way easier than ever since Patchwork's in the list now. So yeah, it's a really, really fantastic card for the list. And obviously, three Poly and three Shaddoll Fusion and three Toy Vendor to round out the list because obviously you need three Poly for a Fluffle deck to work at all. You need three Shaddoll Fusion because who's going to run two Shaddoll Fusion if you really want to see it as consistently as possible? I know there was a top list that played two, but I don't see why. I mean, he is a smaller Shaddoll package, which I can completely understand, but like, it's still a weird choice to me. And three Toy Vendor because, it's the key card in the deck for the Wings play to work, for Bear to operate, for Dog to have even remotely effective targets. It's really good. And on to the extra deck, the Shaddoll package I have is one El Shaddoll Construct, one El Shaddoll Shikanaga, and one Winda. The reason I went with these because, well, obviously Construct is like, it's busted. It's really great. Like it's probably among my favorite fusion monsters in the game at this point. It's that good. I really love this thing. And it sends lights like wings, which is why I even run the Shaddoll package in here in the first place. The construct just sets up the wings play better than probably the Brilliant Fusion engine has because it would get me extra draws with Beast, extra mills with Swamata, back row popping with Dragon. Like El Shaddoll construct is just a fantastic card. Also, Shikanaga is that Earth target um for for Fluffle Cat. So yeah, and also the giant beater that does have negation. So yeah, feel free to try it. I personally really like it on the list. And Winda is Winda. I don't need to explain it all. This thing the floodgate and it's indestructible by card effects for your opponent's card effects. And it's so stupid easy to make since Patchwork's out now. So yeah, Winda is a fantastic fusion monster. You can probably run two, but I prefer one since, like they probably won't get around the first one. Even if they do, you just want to make Bull Sword and just kill them with more Frightfur fusion monsters anyway. And speaking of Frightfurs, it goes on to the portions. Two Krakens, two Sabertooth, one Sheep, two Tiger, and one Wolf. Now, the portions I have here's why I have them here. Two Kraken is the easiest Frightfur to summon by far. It's one of the best at OTKing possible, and it has its own removal. Like, it's such a fantastic card. I love this thing. Sabertooth, you can run three, but I just run two, just because I just don't. Like, I feel like the third is overkill, but I'll probably find the room and probably replace the one tiger, replace one tiger with a third Sabertooth. It's that good in the list, even though Links are kind of just done and over with in terms of affecting this deck like negatively. So two Sabertooth is just fine for now, like it did back in the old days, really. Then you have one Frightfur Sheep, which it's the Armades of the deck, and it comes back stronger whenever it's destroyed. It was not to like. This thing just runs over pretty much anything. Then Frightfur Tiger's your field wipe. I don't need to explain. still my second favorite monster of all time next to Dark Armed. It's so fantastic. Like, if this thing didn't exist, I would not be playing this deck. Like, I probably would have stopped if Frightfur Tiger did not come out, but here it is in all of its fluffy glory. And Frightfur Wolf because, OTK's out the behind, am I right? Now, other cards that run the extra deck is one Abyss Dweller because graveyard effects are really, really prevalent right now. So, yeah, try out one Abyss Dweller in the list. It's incredibly easy to make with Cross Sheep. It's so good. Then number 38 because you can easily bring 2 level 8s in the field with Sabertooth and Kraken and maybe even Construct in times. And now, the 2 link monsters that I have in this list are Borrelsword Dragon and Cross Sheep for obvious reasons.
So overall, I'm pretty happy with this Fluffle list. And although it may have taken a year, and I don't know if it was worth the hype to you guys, I just wanted to give you guys a list for trying times like these. Just to maybe give a smile on some faces. And a smile can make a difference, Especially when people are just dying en masse and just, I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff is going around lately. Like just full into negativity, not feeling like, you've done a lot in your life, stuff like that. But yeah, hope you guys do enjoy this video, and I hope you guys do share it with people that also play Fluffles, because, well, why not? Why not spread the love a bit, And and for all the guys that are wondering, what I've been doing all this time, kind of playing Smash, just playing Fire Emblem Three Houses, hoping to get Animal Crossing here soon. I mean, if you guys need to know, I'm a Peach main, and a Robin main, and a Lucina main. Yeah, I'm gonna try to squeeze all that in. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until then, take care.